It's the best way to start your NFL Sunday. Welcome, everybody, back to Sunday Morning Slants. I'm your host, Matt Watson, joined alongside Mason and Pat. How are we tonight, gentlemen?
Feeling super.
We're doing fantastic.
Superb. Bowl. Super
Oh,
Bowl 60. Seahawks, Patriots this Sunday.
By the
Wow.
vomit track.
Yeah, I need to add that one in. I just would like to start by denying the allegations that I ducked the Broncos lost last week. I was
yes.
simply under the weather. It was not
Yeah.
because Jared Stidham
Oh, he was under
choked.
something.
yeah, he had that mile-high sickness.
Mile high blues. It was not because Jared Stidham couldn't complete a pass after the first quarter.
That was tough.
Drake May also didn't complete a pass after the first quarter. I don't think.
Yeah,
If you guys took the points, like I said, you should have. You probably would have won because then the blizzard came in and the Patriots probably would have done nothing. That's tough.
Yeah,
That's
real tough. I mean, there's no shot we would have beaten the Seahawks anyway. So
yeah,
it is what it is. But at least there's no quarterback controversy in Denver. I can live with I can live with that.
Yeah, who knows? Little off season for Jared Stidham.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's pretty much over for him. So yeah, the Patriots went into Mile High and beat the Denver Broncos 10-7. They won in a first half. The first half was fine, good game, and then it became a blizzard. And after that, scoring just stopped. They became a punt game. Jeremy Crawshaw, elite punter, 7th round pick, punt god. If only Jared Stidham could have gotten the ball down the field.
It was a good day for the brand.
It was a very good day for the brand.
Actually, not even though, because the Patriots punter obviously sucked.
Yeah, he was awful. He did not do well in the conditions.
He was hitting like you might as well have just thrown it. Drake May should just like had
should just let it fly.
Yeah. Hey, bro, punters are valuable people. I've been saying it for years.
Pat has been a big punter guy.
You guys know about Ray Guy? Only punter ever taken in the first round of the NFL draft by the Raiders, Al Davis, and he paid off. Ray Guy, best punter. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if a punter in the first round, he could be a Hall of Famer. I still don't think that's a payoff, but
positional swing.
So, enough punter talk. It's time to talk about the biggest game of the season. I know before the season started, none of us would have projected Patriots Seahawks to make. I don't think we would have had either team in this game, let alone both. So, quite a shock. It's going to be the perfect way to cap off an NFL season that we had no idea what was going to happen all year long, and I think that was enjoyable. I think it's been a really fun NFL season. And it's going to conclude with a pretty good game. So we're going to start things off by going around and giving our pick for this Sunday with the score. And Pat, I will start with you. The Seahawks are the betting favorites heading into this game. Your second-year Drake May, Sam Darnold, the journeyman. A lot of great stories in this one. A rematch of a Super Bowl we saw not too long ago. Who do you like in this game, and what is your final score?
For me, I'm a perennial Drake May hater, so this one's easy. I'm taking the Seahawks. I would prefer if the score was 55-0. I'd love if the score was 65-0. But I don't think the NFL script will allow that. Current line set at -4.5. I think they're going to make it a little exciting, spice it up for the Super Bowl. I think the game, you should probably take -5.5 for the Seahawks, because I think it's going to be like a decided by a touchdown game right at the end, so that they can do like the last drive. Brady chucks it up. In this example, Brady is May is Brady. You guys understand. He falls short because, of course, he does. He's not clutching big moments. We've talked about this. I'm sure we'll talk about it a little bit later. But I have the Seahawks. I'm thinking it will probably be, I got to do some quick math real fast, like 27 to whatever 5.5 from that is 21. Probably 27-21 in the end. I think it'll be even scoring throughout, maybe a couple touchdowns in the first half for the Seahawks. They get another couple late. I don't know how the math works out, but I think it'll be balanced scoring throughout. I just hope we don't end up with like the most boring Super Bowl ever, like we did with Rams Patriots a few years back. Like, that was just awful. But to me, the season was great. I think it was a lot of fun. I think it was more fun than a lot of NFL seasons recently have been. These two pairings making it to the Super Bowl, dare I say, a little bit auraless, but it's okay. We'll take it. Seahawks winning 27-21.
All right, first pick for the Dirty Birds. Mason, I'll go over to you. Who do you like in this game, or what is your final score?
All right. As I have said continually throughout these playoffs, I will fade the Patriots until they eventually win the Super Bowl. And I'm not moving off that. So we're going to go with the Seahawks. Feeling a little bit like a stinker. I think the NFL wants this to be a close game after last year. Probably not very enjoyable for most people, unless you're an Eagles fan. It was pretty enjoyable. Or a Chiefs hater, also pretty enjoyable. But I don't know. The Patriots, to me, throughout this the playoffs so far, they've faced a lot of top defenses. They've been able to come out of those games and win, but they haven't looked good, especially on the offensive side. I mean, their defense has really kept them in, but Drake May hasn't looked like a world beater throughout this, and they're going to face another top defense. So in my mind, I've seen it 3 times at this point where the Patriots offense has not looked very good. I do not think anything's going to change considering they're playing another top defense. And on the other side of things, the Seahawks really have been able to take advantage of some beat-up defenses. The 49ers, obviously, in their first game, just completely decimated, and a team that the week before was honestly ended up being their Super Bowl because it was just that's as far as they could go. And then taking advantage of the Rams, who have not looked good on defense for the second half of the season. So I think they're going to probably not look as great as they have against the Patriots defense, which has looked really stout in the playoffs so far. So I feel like it's going to probably end up being a low scoring game, maybe cover because the NFL wants this to be a close game. So I'm going to go with a nice 20-17 is how I'm feeling here.
Low scoring bout. Okay.
Feeling like it's 2017.
2015, but yeah.
All right, that's 2 picks for the Seattle Seahawks.
Don't do it.
So here's my thing, right? If I pick the Seahawks and all 3 of us pick them,
yes,
I think that favors the Patriots, right? Especially what we saw with the Patriots Broncos the last time we did an episode. I don't trust either quarterback, right? I think Drake May has gotten to the Super Bowl in spite of his performance. I think Sam Darnold played really well in the playoffs. I think he has eliminated that stigma or narrative around him that he can't play in the big game. I think he's proven that with each of these past 2 games, especially this Rams game, because I just think he went out and he balled out. And I think that's exactly what Seattle signed him for. I will harpen back to what I said earlier in the year that the Vikings should have never let him walk. I'm glad everybody's finally coming to that realization, everybody who fought me on that. But there's a difference between a playoff game and a Super Bowl. And I don't know if I trust either guy. So that makes me then go to the team that takes care of the ball more, and that is New England. And I know that hasn't necessarily been the truth in the playoffs. They've been really rough when it comes to, ball protection and turning the ball over in the postseason. But during the regular season, they were really good at it. Seattle had the second most turnovers on offense in the regular season. They've been better about it in the playoffs. But again, in the Niners game, that wasn't really much of a game. So very small sample size, in my opinion, against the Rams. So the Patriots take care of the ball better. I think that Mike Vrabel has done a fantastic job at building a culture there. I think that because he's been there himself, he knows exactly what to expect. I think it's a benefit for him. A lot of the guys on the Seahawks have not been in that spot. So I think that experience for Vrabel helps. And at the end of the day, I think Drake May's legs might be the difference in this one. So I'm going to go with the New England Patriots, unfortunately, to win their 7th Super Bowl championship. It's going to be a bleak time in the NFL with the Patriots back on top. As a Broncos fan, this hurts, for me to say this, but I'm going to go with New England. So if you're betting this game, I'm liking New England plus the points. I'm going to go Patriots 24, Seahawks 23. On a walk-off field goal by New England.
That would be the most New England Super Bowl
just like how Brady won his first couple
of all time. Like, it'd be unbelievable. I don't know, Matt. I dispute you on the taking care of the ball thing. I know that the statistical regular season numbers show that they take care of the ball better.
Larger sample size in the regular season. postseason, I mean, they took care of the ball against Denver, and that was the difference in the game, right? The Broncos fumbled, and that led to the Patriots' only touchdown of the game. And honestly, Stidham, one, throws the ball forward, or two, just takes the sack. New England might not put up 7 in that entire game. That was the difference. And more times than not, and I know there's exceptions, but the team who wins the turnover battle typically wins the game, especially in the playoffs. You have 2 elite defenses, and I think Sam Darnold's just a little more prone to turning the ball over than Drake May is. So because of that, I'm going to rock with New England, and that hurts me to say, but that's what I'm feeling. I could be wrong. I would not be upset if I was wrong. I just think that's kind of where I'm lying here. So, all right. So our picks are in for the Super Bowl. We'll have to check in with Ethan, Kyle, and Luke to see who they have in this game just for tracking purposes. But that is who we are rocking with. But staying on top of the Super Bowl here, Super Bowl MVP, right? Always goes to the winning team no matter what. So you guys are going to pick a Seahawk. I'm going to pick a Patriot. And I'll kind of start here because I think the most obvious answer would be Drake May because it's almost always a quarterback award. But I'm going to go with a player on the – what's that?
Nothing.
I'm going to go with a player on the defensive side of the ball to win MVP, and I'm going to go with Christian Gonzalez. And the reason why I'm going to go with Christian Gonzalez is that he's going to be matched up against Jackson Smith and Jigba the entire game. Guarantee you he will trail JSN the entire game. Yeah. And because of that, I think he is going to lock up JSN. I think that is going to be a key for New England to win this game is to keep JSN from torching them. I mean, the dude is just ridiculous, and I don't know if anybody can actually stop him. But Gonzalez is a really good corner, and I think he can eliminate JSN from this game. That's going to make things a lot harder for Sam Darnold because now he's throwing to Cooper Kupp, and this isn't the same Cooper Kupp from years past. I know he had a really good game against the Rams. This ain't the old Cooper Kupp that was winning the Triple Crown Super Bowl MVP. This is the back end of his career. So I think Gonzalez will lock down JSN, maybe even get a pick, and because of that, a defensive player is going to win Super Bowl MVP, continuing a pretty good legacy of some really talented guys who've been able to pull that one off. So that is my pick for Super Bowl MVP. Mason, I'll throw it over to you. Who from the Seahawks do you think is going to win Super Bowl MVP?
That is a good question, isn't it? I feel like I'm just going to go with the quarterback. Just play it safe. I'm going to go with Sam Darnold here. I think it'll be funny as an Eagles fan to have Sam Darnold win a Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP because the Jalen Hurts comps are going to be pretty interesting with that record the past 2 seasons, the Super Bowl MVP. So I like it to get a little spicy. And I just feel like for a wide receiver to win MVP with a Super Bowl throwing him the ball, I feel like the minimum would have to be like 3 touchdowns, 100+ yards like that. And I just don't see it. I don't see this game being that explosive. So I feel like Sam Darnold does enough to get it done, and he's Super Bowl MVP for it.
All right, Pat, we'll throw it over to you. Who is your pick for Super Bowl MVP?
As I look at the roster here for the Seattle Seahawks, I learned 2 things. Number 1, that Cooper Kupp is on the Seattle Seahawks.
Nailed it.
Number 2, that they have a lot of really funny players that names I recognize, like Rashid Shaheed is on the Seahawks, Jalen Milroe, like DeMarcus Lawrence is on the Seahawks. Anyway, I think it'd be hilarious to pick like Jalen Milroe or like what's his name, Drew Lock here, or Jake Bobo. That'd be funny too. But I'm gonna pick JSN. I think that JSN has been phenomenal this year. I think he's been easily a top 5 receiver in the league. I think he's young. I think he's going to be excited for the game. I think he's going, obviously, to be the number 1 target. But I think the number 1 target overall in the game, I think he's going to cook Christian Gonzalez because, everybody remembers how the last Seahawks-Patriots Super Bowl ended. I think it's going to be kind of a flip around here. We're going to see the tides turn in the turnover game, which brings me to my second point. Matt, I know you asked us for MVPs, but I'd like to submit an LVP, a least valuable player for this Super Bowl. It's a player. It's a player I've spoken about a little bit. You know, I've seen them play in the last game of the year in person. I've seen how they play rivalry, big game, last game of the season, last game of their collegiate career. And I've seen them flounder. And so my least valuable pick for this year's Super Bowl is Drake May. Breaking news. My least valuable pick is Drake May. And I'm thinking 2 INTs and a fumble. Is kind of where we're sitting now. I don't think he will complete a pass on the first drive. He might not even complete a pass in the first quarter.
That's a great prop bet. I'm just throwing that out there.
I might take that one because I am not kidding. I watched him go an entire collegiate quarter and a half without completing one pass. Actually, it might have been a collegiate half without completing one pass in the biggest game of his career. So, yeah, your least valuable player award for this game is Drake May.
All right. And for anybody who hasn't listened before, Pat went to NC State. Drake May obviously went to UNC, so a little bit of a rivalry there. Go
UNC
Pat.
Chapel Hill. There's a lot of UNCs out there. UNC Chapel Hill. Real heads know. Real heads know.
Yeah.
Real heads know.
Okay. All right. So Pat has given his pick for Super Bowl MVP and Super Bowl least valuable player. Love that. So I don't think you could bet that one anywhere. I don't know, maybe on fucking Kalashi or whatever it is.
Maybe on Polymarket.
Yeah, Polymarket. We're not sponsored, by the way. This is not gambling advice.
What baked good does Drake May's wife bring to the Super Bowl party?
Over under brownies at 3.5 batches.
I actually just found a bunch of fun bets that I wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah, what do you got?
Can we rattle through them?
So will Seattle attempt a pass from the opponent's 1 yard line? Yes is at plus 550 and no is at minus 1,000.
Oh, I'm taking yes, 100%. I throw $10 on that.
Let's see.
You think they want their get back? It's like reclaiming the pass on the 1 yard line.
Will the electrical substation near the stadium be mentioned? Yes at plus 700. No at minus 2,000.
There's no way, right?
I would take yes on that as well.
Who's
commentating? That was a big. So Chris Collinsworth. Here's some Chris Collinsworth bets for you. Will Chris Collinsworth mention Patrick Mahomes? Minus 190.
That's ridiculous.
Now here's a guy minus 175. Misidentify a celebrity at plus 550. That's good.
Nice. I like that.
Will Sam Darnold seeing ghosts be mentioned? Yes at plus 550. No at minus 1,000.
Are they online enough for that?
Definitely not. Well, Mike Tirico might.
I want to know how many times will they mention the interception on the 1 yard line in the previous Super Bowl. Like, I feel like that gets aired out at least 3 times.
At least 3 times. The first time any of the two teams are like on the goal line, that'll get brought up. It'll probably get brought up in like coming back from like a timeout or something like that. They'll be showing plays from previous Super Bowls that'll get thrown up there. And then, I think 3 times is a safe bet.
Yeah, there's like a ton on here.
I'm sure there's like a million.
Which will be higher? Drake May total pass yards plus attempts plus completions. Dude, there's like cross sports ones. Winning strokes at Players Championship.
Whoa, that's a good one.
There's like tons of them. You got your classics, the color of Gatorade.
Yeah. What's the favorite this year?
Purple.
The favorite is orange at plus 240.
Oh.
Red and pink is a long shot at plus 1,400.
Pink has got to be impossible. Red being, I would take red at plus 14.
Maybe pink is just watered down red.
I was gonna say, is pink? Like, I don't think I've ever seen a pink flavor.
There is.
This one's actually pretty interesting. The jersey number of the first touchdown scorer, over 10.5 or under 10.5.
Oh, I like that.
What's JSN?
11?
Isn't he?
Oh,
11.
Take the over.
So over 10.5 is.
And Kenny Walker is over
9.
Nope, never mind. He's under. Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. I would
Dang,
just
who
go.
sets these?
I would say over, just because you loop in tight ends and stuff like that. But that's a really good line.
God, it's so cool that it's kind of cool and kind of not that we're at this point.
Yeah, I mean it's fun for the Super Bowl. It's not fun when it's a Wednesday night and you're betting on Russian tennis.
You're betting over or under the jersey number of the first touchdown score.
Yeah,
I think another really good one is especially because Rashid Shaheed on the Seahawks with maybe some long returns here. You can bet. I don't actually know if you can bet these things, by the way. You probably can. Next gen stats top speed recorded over 18.5 miles an hour or under 18.5 miles an hour.
That one feels too easy to rig.
It says that Shaheed was the fastest player in the conference championship, hitting 19.68 on his 51-yard touchdown or his 51-yard catch.
I would take
so
the under.
Shaheed hit the over in the championship game.
The favorite to appear at the halftime show right now is Cardi B at 65% on Polymarket or on Kalshi. Sorry, sorry, Kalshi.
Sponsor us
because we know you're listening.
Yes, friends of the pod.
Yeah, I do see that. To make appearance, Cardi B is at minus 250 on this. Kanye is at minus 150.
There's no shot.
J-Lo at minus 125.
That makes more sense. If Kanye comes out at the Super Bowl, I will do the ice bucket challenge.
1,400. Dude, if Pitbull comes out, I'll lose it.
That would be
so
fantastic.
So many things.
Those are my fun prop bets.
Oh, you can bet on if Pete Davidson will attend the game.
Hopefully not. Not a friend of the pod.
Eagles fan now?
I think he's a fan of whoever will take him.
Nice.
So, shout out to Skeet. All right, yeah. So, the last thing that we're going to discuss tonight is something almost outrageous as some of these prop bets. And that's going to be Super Bowl 61, which is a full year from now. We haven't even finished this season, but I wanted to take a stab at the Super Bowl for next season. So, Pat, I will allow you to kick things off here. Give me your NFC team, give me your AFC team, and give me a winner a year in advance of Super Bowl 61.
Oh, well, because we're so obviously so early. We're so far ahead. We're a year ahead right now. I'm going to just pick the matchup that I want to see the most and that I think will be the most exciting. And so, oh, wait, now that just made me change my mind a little bit. I'm going to pick Eagles, obviously.
Shocker.
No
friends of the pod. I'm going to pick the Eagles versus the Patriots. I was going to pick Eagles Broncos because that was the first AFC team that came to mind. I really didn't want to mess up by picking two NFC teams.
All right.
And I do think that would be fun. I think that would be awesome. Eagles versus Broncos. We could watch it with you. Eagles will go up by 34 in the third quarter, and it'll be really sad. But I want it to be Eagles Patriots because I want Drake May to have gone to 2 Super Bowls in a row and not have won anything. And then I just want that cycle to repeat over and over again. So that he's like the inverse of Brady. Like he'll be like 0-6 in Super Bowls. Like I think that would be cool. So I'm hoping that it's the Philadelphia Eagles stomping the New England Patriots. I think both teams, if we're talking realistically, I think both teams have the talent, maybe not at the quarterback position for the Patriots, but I think they have the ability to get there. And I think that'd be exciting. Now that we don't have this guy running our offense, people who listen on audio, it's Kevin Patullo in my background. Now that we don't have that guy running our offense, we should hopefully have a better chance of scoring more points. And the Eagles will be back. Jalen will have his revenge. So that's my official prediction. And the Eagles win by 47 points.
Sounds good. So Pat is taking the Eagles over the Patriots in Super Bowl 61, taking the 47 points as well. So, all right, Mason, I'll throw it over to you. A year out, who do you have in the Super Bowl next year and who wins?
So I'm just going to go based off playoff teams this year who I think will probably end up being playoff teams next year. Obviously, anything can flip in the NFL in a year, but something different that I think would be fun because I'm tired of all these repeats at this point. I'm going to go Bears Jags for my Super Bowl prediction next year because I think it would be super fun and different, and that's what I want.
Okay. And who wins?
Who wins? I'll go with the Jags. I like the Jags.
I like that.
Jags have been in pain and suffering for like a long time, I feel. I mean, I guess the Bears have too, but
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody's got to lose.
Jags over the Bears. Caleb and Trevor. That'd be a really good matchup. 2 former first overall picks. I like that. You did kind of steal my thunder a little bit because I also have the Chicago Bears representing the NFC. But I have them playing the Los Angeles Chargers.
Whoa!
I'm going to buy the Mike McDaniel hype as an offensive coordinator with Justin Herbert. I'm kind of in on that.
Are they going to be able to like fix their offensive line at all? That would be the only thing.
I mean, they're all going to, in a sense, be back healthy at the start of the season. So you would assume that they won't be as injured next year.
You saw the Justin Herbert breakup stuff, and you were like, "I'm sold on this."
It's possible.
Revenge tour for
Justin Herbert.
He's going to be in the lab this offseason.
He's going to be cooking. But I do have the Chicago Bears winning over the Los Angeles Chargers in Super Bowl 61.
Nice. That'll be a good hate watch for you.
It would be a very good hate watch for me. So I would very much enjoy that. And hopefully Chicago comes out on top. I think it'd be a cool story for them. So, okay. All right. So we talked about who's going to win this Super Bowl. We talked about who's going to win next Super Bowl. And we talked about who's going to win the Super Bowl MVP on Sunday. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight to this edition of Sunday Morning Slants. We'll be back next week to recap what happens in Super Bowl 60. Hoping for a good game. So make sure to check us out on all podcast platforms. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. Follow us on our social media handles down below. Thank you all for listening and have a good night.